Hello Booktube, today I'm going to be giving you my view on the third and final part of Dune, which is called Prophet. I've read this as a part of a read-along I'm doing throughout the course of June, and my co-hosts in this read-along are Sean D. Standfast, David from Rainer Read Stuff, Randy Ray from the Literate Texan, and Steve Donahue. And I'll leave links to their channels in the description below, along with any videos they've done. In this final part, we see sort of events speed up again. In the second part, which is called Indeed, things sort of slowed down, but you had events being set up for this final part. And as with the first part, it moves along at a pace, but it's never rushed. The pace is exactly as it should be. You get to see Paul leading the Fremen in their rising against the Harkonnens, who are now controlling the planet of Arrakis, and the effects it's having on the Emperor, and sort of the difficulties the Emperor, the Harkonnens, and the Guild are having. The Guild is the organisation that helps people to travel between planets, and you see Paul understanding the power that the Fremen have over Arrakis, because it's the only source of spice in the universe. You get to meet the Emperor, who I was interested to read about, because you get in there's sort of quotes at the top of every sort of chapter from a book written by Princess Irulan. That's it. And she, who is the daughter of the Emperor, she's also, it turns out, to be Paul's wife. And he gets referenced there, and so I was interested to see what he was going to be like, and I wasn't disappointed. Interesting sort of character. The climax between Paul and Feyd-Rautha, the heir of Baron Harkonnen, is really good, really well done, and overall, it was a really satisfying end to the book. I'm very, very glad I decided to read it, and I'm definitely going to go on very soon to be reading my way through at least the Frank Herbert Dune books. I'm not sure about the ones by Brian Herbert and Kevin J. Anderson, but I'll come to that. If I do, it'll be after I've read the remaining books in the Frank Herbert Dune series, which, let me just have a look, I can read those, which are Dune Messiah, Children of Dune, God Emperor of Dune, Heretics of Dune, Chapter House Dune. And so I'll definitely be reading Dune Messiah next month. So, but as I say, really enjoyed Dune. Frank Herbert is a great writer. He does the plot really well. It's got a very intricate and complicated plot, but as he's able to get across all the sort of different sides and the different sort of actors on stage really well, and without it seeming it's not difficult to follow necessarily. As long as you stick with it, it's very, very very enjoyable, very readable, and as I say, I'm very happy that I did decide to read it. I did also read the appendices, which are interesting. They are one about the ecology of Dune. One is about the religion of Dune. One is about the Bene Gesserit, and another is sort of a section of sort of mini biographies of certain of the characters. So the Emperor, Baron Harkonnen, Duke Leto, Jessica, and I think Paul. Let's just double check that. Yeah, that's it. And oh yes, it's got Lady Leia Atreides, so that's Paul's sister, and Count Hashamir Fenring, that's the Emperor's sort of emissary, and then Graban, who's the sort of brutal Harkonnen who sent to govern over Arrakis after the Atreides had been removed. So those are interesting. The sort of biographical details in that they were sort of added to the to the book after I'd read it. I should say I read the appendices after I'd read the third part. I find the ecology interesting. Sort of as again added two bits. It's written as a sort of a short story in a way of Kynes, the father of Kynes, a paleontologist, when he's working. They're sort of coming up with a plan to create a water, a sort of livable area on Arrakis for the Fremen. And then the final part's about the religion and the Bene Gesserit were also interesting, finally because it sort of showed the Bene Gesserit were not as all powerful as they seemed. So it gave you a sort of different view on them. In the book, there seems this very mysterious group who are sort of working behind the scenes, pulling all the strings. And in this report, they're seen as not having the entire picture and sort of being sort of groping in the dark in some ways, which was a nice contrast. And the bit about religion was interesting, where it sort of describes how you get to the religious beliefs that exist, obviously, by the time you get to the time of the book. So it's sort of an amalgamation of a number of religions combined together, which sort of makes sense when you've got the Orange Catholic Bible. If you know anything about say Northern Ireland, compare Catholic and Orange are not two words that necessarily go together, but it's that was interesting, sort of watching the sort of the religions being combined into a single sort of overarching religion for the Empire to follow. So I enjoyed that. That's pretty much my thoughts. As I say, I'll leave the description in the description. I'll leave links to my co-hosts and as well as their videos, and also I'll leave a link for the live stream, which will be on Saturday on my channel at 6 PM UK time. So with that, BookTube, I'll say goodbye, and I will see you in Consider Dune on Saturday.